Oh geez, it's just gonna be the same as the other thing. Also pay attention, otherwise might lose control and turn into a robot. Oh, so you really gotta be going through this thing. Huh. Oh, is this just a boss fight thing? So it's just fight bosses. At what level? If I'm not mistaken, the decisive battle in your adventure began right over there, at the Evermist Mansion, correct? Correct. You said this is where you and your companions fought against the Master Primus of the Sanctus Menicus. Was there any conflict that you encountered there? Or perhaps did she stoop to any dastardly tricks to put you between a rock and a hard place? She wasn't even all that tough. How is that possible? How can a great battle be exciting without any swerves or setbacks? Please give me a moment to sketch out a scene. Here we go. Listen up. The Legion was... Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. We are currently going through, I don't remember what this event name was, but it is a event that is in the Memorial Hall. I think that's what they called it for the event thingies. The event memory, whatever, conventional hall, something. This is a event that was already done. Anyway, Jupiter Free transformed into a side crane, weaving and darting around the elixir cauldron to clear the trial left behind by the first cauldron master. What Jupiter Free beholds is a lotus blooming with ice crystals while in flames. This is a medicine that has been extinct since the Theophany era, the Icefire Lotus. The Icefire Lotus is utterly indispensable when concocting an elixir of dragon oil. I won't even comment on how that name sounds. Come on, let's go then. On to the next cauldron. Just bear with me, okay? Seeing these places in person really gets my creative juices flowing. Having plucked the Icefire Lotus, Jupiter Free seizes an opportunity and leaps into another cauldron. Oh, come on, not this again. What do you know? Repetitive behavior instills a sense of ritual in people. That's why important details have to be repeated a few times over. Our hero enters the elixir cauldron. What's gonna happen this time? Another side crane. Jupiter Free returned to the Fantasia, hunting for the secret treasure left by the first cauldron master, and then her ear started to itch. Anyway, but suddenly, an unsettling aroma aroused the senses. Were it an ordinary person, it would merely be discarded as a mistake of the senses. But what kind of hero is Jupiter? The treacherous dangerous was instantly detected. The book implies that this is an abundance beast, sealed within the great cauldron by the first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission. Oh, how the mediocre covet such glorious treasures, yet die filled with hatred at the mob of beast. Sheesh, the first cauldron master was ruthless. That's the trope for treasure hunting stories. The ancients always leave behind these secret treasures with fatal booby traps hidden within. Don't ask me why, but it's a screenwriter's conviction. Jupiter Free couldn't help but sneer, asking, "Is there any danger across all the cosmos that can stop my might?" And with a beat of the wings, our hero took to the sky. Man, what the fuck? Just fly right in the middle. How hard was that supposed to be? Pardon me, I will be going now. All this containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by Jupiter. The secret treasure of the first cauldron master was revealed. Man, this is only chapter 1. This thing's gonna take a while. This is one of them events that take time. Jupiter Free completed another one of the first Cauldron Master's rituals. What appeared next before our hero was a mushroom fitting in and out of existence. It is written that there is no mortal mushroom. It sits within a state between existence and non-existence, constantly fluctuating between the real and the imaginary. It is called the life-death polypole. Finally, we're getting down to quantum mechanics. Right then, Jupiter Free had the life-death polypole, lacking only one final medicinal herb before the elixir of dragon oil could be concocted. Sancho sure has a lot of weird mushrooms, huh? No, actually, I have a little notebook where I record all kinds of obscure things in. I can show it to you if you want. So these medicinal herbs, they really do exist? The names of these medicinal herbs are indeed constructions of my imagination. I mean, uh, not all of them are completely made up. Enough gossip and bluster. Well, let's get to the next culture and start looking at the next story, Totally didn't have his moment of silence there, a moment of me looking at a video clip to make sure my mic was actually on. How about it then? Ready to start plotting out the next part of your story? Having plucked the life-death polypole, Jupiter Free goes all or nothing, leaping to another cauldron. Back in the Fantasia once more without a trace of fear or trepidation, Jupiter Free felt like an old hand. Jupiter Free calmed down to sense the feelings left behind in the Fantasia, and those feelings were warm, gentle, and liberating. There was never any doubt that this was the soul-cleansing grace from the first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission. So it's a soul-cleansing grace to sick beasts onto people? Don't say that. The first Cauldron Master was thinking ahead of any Mizu that might come and harm the Show, you see? Or is that a bit far-fetched? No problem, don't even worry about it. This is just a fan script. A first script, I tell you. We'll just fix it in post. Jupiter Free knew this warm sensation meant that the most dangerous part of this trial had already passed. What now greeted Jupiter Free was the first Helm's Master's blessing. Take off, Jupiter. Welcome to this, your final trial. Jupiter Free was determined to put this knowledge to use and find the Cauldron Master's secret treasure. What's that? There's something there. Oh. As all the containment mechanisms are gradually lifted by Jupiter, isn't it the same line? Whirl Bolt. I'm not even going to be able to say that last part. Ouroboros. Global saturation. Kind of the voice I got our guy here talking. Jupiter Free completed yet another trial, only to find herself trapped in a vast white fog. Once it cleared, Jupiter Free saw a huge tree with floating roots. Despite no obvious breeze, the floating roots swayed in the air, cleaving the very air entwined with flashes of whiting paired to each swing. This was one of the most precious medicinal herb hidden in the Alchemy Commission, the Whirl Bolt I don't know. Jupiter Free harvested the best of the floating roots and let this Fantasia of the first Master Cauldron. Whirl Bolt? Wouldn't that shock me? How could it? The Whirl Bolt electricity merely unblocks the meridians as it massages and stimulates blood flow. It's a great remedy and not all that dangerous. There is a limit to suspension of disbelief, you know. It's what the audience wants, though. Competition in entertainment circles is so fierce these days. How are we storytellers supposed to compete with all this razzle-dazzle and hype of something like immersion? There's only one answer. Manufactured outrage. I can say all that stuff that they can't do in immersion, and I can say what they don't dare in immersion. Anyway, there's no tax on bragging, and words have a habit of disappearing like the wind. Back to the topic at hand. Previously, our hero Jupiter Free acquired all 3 medicinal herbs required to concoct the elixir of dragon oil. All that remained was to cast the ingredients in the elixir crucible, and this miracle elixir would be hers. Yeah. Okay. Jupiter Free placed the 3 medicinal herbs into the crucible, one by one. First came the Ice Fire Lotus, its fiery heat and blasting cold blending together, bursting out into infinite natural force. So you just told me we made conditional finality. Next came the Life-Death Polyful. Its quantum impermanence stabilizes the paradox inherent in the Lotus. Finally, Jupiter Free tossed the Whirlbolt whatever into the crucible. With a flash of thunder and lightning, out of the blue an entire thunderstorm formed inside one square each of the crucible. Pop, you were sitting right on my cord. And that, my friend, is what leads to the mortal onto the path of immortality. Oh, no, I shouldn't have used that word on the CN show. Anyways, it's basically a miracle drug that makes you born anew and achieves transcendence. Behold, the elixir of dragon oil. Jupiter Free swallowed the miracle elixir and instantly felt as light as a feather, but as strong as an ox. Our hero could leap 30,000 miles in a second, or lift up to 10,000 tons. Jupiter Free knew. Now was the time to settle the score with those pathetic, detestable disciples of Sanctus Medicus wreaking havoc on the CN show. The way you tell it makes me sound like I'm a disciple of Sanctus Medicus. Listen to yourself. Power in itself knows no good or bad. Only people do. Is a kitchen knife evil when it's in the hands of a chef, or when it's in the hands of a murderer? Less idle chit-chat. Please, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guest, lend me your ears. Next up we have the main feature, Calamity and Snare's Commission of Alchemy, nameless battle author of Plagueis. If we put it like that, then this act will be complete. What happened to the fight against the Plagueis author demon? I don't understand. The most difficult thing for us screenwriters is the protagonist's development. Once the protagonist's character is settled, it's going to be so easy just to write in as many battles as you want. That is actually very true. Very, very true. Because the more that a character is put together, the more they can fight. Like, say, it's gonna go like this. Say your character is fighting a god. That god is impervious to bullets. Well, your protagonist only has a gun and can punch. You're gonna have a pretty tough time trying to figure out how this god is supposed to be killed, without the protagonist somehow just appearing out of nowhere with a weapon. But if your protagonist had like a sword, which he was going to get in the next act or chapter of the story, that was going to become his, and it would have helped against this god, then that fight probably could have been written much easier to you. But then again, then the protagonist would be all too strong already. You gotta have difficulty, but you also have to have the difficulty make sense, and still be in a way that you can actually finish the fight, in a way that's not going to be like, oh yeah, so this guy just came in out of nowhere, they all came in out of nowhere, how they win. But sometimes maybe you just kind of have to happen like that. Look, this isn't exactly the best writing place for us. Come back to Starskiff Haven with me, and after the process of today's inspiration, we can chat more about combat details. Alright, I think I see what this event is. This event was just talking to this guy, going back through areas where we had certain fights, and then I'm gonna fly around the place, grab some things, and then get my Stellar Jades afterward. Thank you for helping me sort out my thoughts and get some inspiration. I'll start right away. Mr. Zion took out his notebook and began scribbling at a furious pace. Shortly after, he handed over the manuscript to you, filled with satisfaction. I've already written the part about Nameless Battle's author of Plagueis. That's right, our protagonist on this quest, that is you, has experienced all these adventures and taken this elixir of life. I have to add a few strokes with the protagonist model so that it's not forgotten like last time. Speaking of which, I was left with tons of inspiration rattling around in my head after today's trip. I'd like to use some of your side adventures on the CN as material to write some side stories. It'll help flesh out your protagonist model, so I'll write out some of your challenging adventures. Why don't you listen and tell me what you think? Oh my god. Plot. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. That's actually really funny. Protagonist smoking can't even be used. Oh my god. Oh, it's a fight. Okay. Protagonist models. Why are they level 84? Oh, well, actually, if I think about it. Increase ally skill damage. Increase fall. Oh, wait. So I could use them, or I don't want to. I don't think I want to use them. Why do the recommended characters still show up there? Like my weaker versions. Enemies will keep spawning for 4 cycles. Event rewards. So just complete with certain amount of points. Okay. Unlike the, well, like the, whatchamacallit, the, think. Like the arena, coming back, I think not using the trial characters is what hurt me there, because apparently they were much stronger. So here, I don't know, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out here.
This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken.
I can see why we needed those follow-up characters.
Unworthy.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt me if I don't use those follow-up characters. Yeah, we need them. And you know what would have been good? Had I made... Damn. Had I started working on my other characters, like my actual, like, get Dr. Ratio up there and stuff, I would have been good for this. Alright, so I can't be worrying about healing then.
If there's
Don't care about that.
Don't hesitate to ask.
Let's take Jupiter out as well.
You know the drill. Send me all your new toys, and I'll return them later.
Okay. We gotta use the trial characters. They're obviously better. And they're recommended for a reason. So we'll still be able to do it like this, though.
Oh dear.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl.
Oh yeah, see, that's why you needed that. Mm-hmm. That is indeed why you needed it.
Come one, come all.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl.
Oh my god, that's broken.
Leave the rest to me.
That is just broken.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Time to twirl.
I can already hear someone commenting, that's not the
Ever
Kurukuri.
see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
Man, this is so much easier with the follow-up characters. Now imagine if I maxed out my Dr. Ratio already.
Oh dear.
Like, just imagine it for a second.
Sword Ward. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. A blade of moonlight.
Yes, kill them.
Time to twirl.
God damn, it just comes out of nowhere. You almost wouldn't expect it.
You won't get away.
just getting hit back to back with that shit.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to twirl!
Oh no, the counter is still going down. Even though I'm destroying them, it's still going down. It's kind of good because it's like, how is this ever going to end if I am destroying them with the follow-up characters?
Maybe you can keep it down? Time to twirl!
I have something for you.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
You won't get away.
What triggers Herta's follow-up thing?
Time to twirl!
Is it a break? I think for her to do it, it's also a break. When you do a break, Herta, let's see. Okay, yeah, when you do a break, Herta will follow up. And if you do multiple breaks,
You know nothing of the weight behind.
then
Witness the
Himiko will
stars shatter
follow up.
before
But
you.
Dr. Ratio, for what I've seen,
Survive
he
or
will
be
follow up practically,
There is no other choice.
as long as you're using his skills, he will always follow up. Always.
Try hard.
Leave it to me.
One of the reasons I
Calm
was
your body
thinking
and
of
mind.
using him as
poor
another
you.
member on a team.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
I have something for you.
She has something for us.
Come one, come all.
You won't get away.
Well, just like in the arena, as long as I use the recommended characters, I guess I can get by. There was something
you still
else.
don't understand.
There is
Humanity
no
never
way
conceals
that
its
during
desire to control the
the
heavens.
other boss
And
fight
I'm no
thing that I
exception.
saw, that boss fight event that we have currently on a timer, there is no way that that thing is actually supposed to
All
be,
will be revealed.
would be easier with the trial characters. Like, my team is pretty good against things.
Lunar flame.
But in terms of getting things done fast, my team is not that great.
A blade of moonlight.
I just realized enemies aren't respawning. Oh no, there they go. I thought I like ran them out or something.
Maybe you can keep it down?
You won't get away.
Well, considering how this is,
I have something for you.
the other ones can most definitely like change out. I don't know, considering how different the other ones can be, maybe I will show all the gameplay for this thing. I don't know. I'm thinking hard on that.
Easy on you.
Time to twirl!
Ready for death.
He's scared. He be scared. He's scared, boy.
You won't get away.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
I mean, Himiko's follow-up thing can be pretty broken in situations where you can have her
Tedious.
do a follow-up and then she'll break the enemies.
Sword war.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours! Time to twirl!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Man, I keep sitting here trying to think of some things to fill up like the dead space here, and it's like I don't have anything to say. I don't really have much to say. My brain isn't caught up with me yet.
Witness the stars
So,
shatter before
can
you.
we get 40,000 at least?
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other
40,000.
choice.
Damn. So close. I bet you 40,000 is like another thing of points. Attaining a certain score in combat unlocks sections of the whatchamacallit. Huh. Oh, this is gonna get... Oh, this is gonna get weird. Jinguyu and Herta? Oh shit, the characters you actually used are being put in the story. Oh, damn! Oh, this is this is gonna get funny. This is gonna get funny. Wow, I actually would have gotten some... Oh, that's the relic making stuff if I got 40,000. So why can't I do the next one then? You won't let me... Oh, come on. Damn it, that's not
When
what
it's
I wanted.
friends against trails.
Tales of the Fanatic. Complete chapter 2 and then complete chapter 3 to do all of these. Oh no, you see? It's not gonna be different because enemies will keep spawning. That's still follow-up characters though. Yeah, okay. It's all still follow-up characters. I don't even want to fucking touch Blade. Only the last one doesn't seem to be having follow-up characters. Okay. Yeah, I won't record gameplay for that stuff again because it's not going to be as special or unique at this point.
Curved wood must be bent again to reach straightness. And
So,
finding truth from
is it time to write Act 2? You see, you can't take care of much when you're busy. I almost forgot we agreed to meet. I've been keeping myself busy coming up with the rest of the plot, but we may have a problem to which I haven't been able to find an answer to. Based on your original story, after taking out the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, you almost immediately fought your devised battle against the World Ravager Fantilia. Don't you think it's pushing the story a bit too fast? If that's all I had, why, I'd finish telling the story in a single session. I wouldn't get the chance to set up one of them cliffhangers, goading everyone into buying tickets for tomorrow. Stay tuned for the next time with Mr. Jinyan. And I tell you what, the protagonist model itself isn't perfect enough if we do the plot this way. So I've come up with an idea. I'm not sure what you think, so I'd like to run it by you. Nameless, you're not the only one, right? Those other heroes have also thrown themselves into this adventure. It's possible to perhaps fudge things a little so that you will be the one doing those deeds. Wouldn't that make me a fraud? Nah, that's okay. I guess after all, I am the protagonist. I wouldn't, not the fraud. Yeah, but I mean, no. What I mean is, could some of the nameless heroics deeds be pulled together and attributed to a single archetypical character? Creating archetypes like this is much easier for our audience to become emotionally involved. How about it? So then, are there any companions whose exploits are suitable for us to add to our story? There's this other companion who also came to the Cian show. Well, there's Don Hung. What other companion? Wait, we're going to be taking his story now. Oh no. We're going to become Don Hung. The Elder story of yours is interesting, but a little tricky to pull off. It branches off in all directions with some red herrings. It's way different from the masterpieces I've personally written about the High Cloud Quintet. Therefore, a drastic adaptation is required. We'll cut off everything apart from the beginning and the end. Maybe we can fix this story after all. I've got a rough idea. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape then. Perhaps we'll be able to find our inspiration beneath the statue of the High Elder. Wait, don't just take me immediately.
That is a fantastic
Okay, thank you.
story.
I think I might do one of two things. I will either immediately go and continue this story, or because I just figured out that it's kind of better to just do the characters that said, hey, it's better to use me, I'm a trial character. I think I'm going to go get all that stuff knocked out of the way, because I kind of just want to, and I still have time to do all this other stuff, and I'm gonna continue recording tomorrow anyway, but then there's another part of me that says, finish recording 5 episodes, then you can do these things tomorrow. Huh. I'll give myself a minute.
'Cause every night